This is David B69, and it's been a while. I apologize. Had like some really, really bad migraines, and it's literally have taken me out for most of the time where I haven't been able to do anything functionality like with my head for more than like 30 minutes. It's just really just bangs you down even when you're taking all the medicine and stuff. It just really just can hammer you down sometimes. So I apologize, but these kind of things are medically what happens to me. So let's just get right into baseball and let's play some ball.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the St. Louis Cardinals taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Well, Singy, all eyes are on this team's elite starting rotation. They're stringing together some quality outings.
Yeah, every starter is stepping up right now, Boog, going deep into games, and most importantly, keeping their bullpen fresh. Buckle up, because it doesn't appear that they're cooling off anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And today's starter, Ranger Suarez. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Fought off foul. The pitch. Late on that fastball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now here is Brendan Donovan.
0-1's the count.
That one fouled off.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a pretty good pitch, top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with two strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. So now it's Nolan Arenado. And it's fouled off. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Foul ball there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Strike three, and that's two in a row. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Bogan, you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned. and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
And up next for St. Louis, Alec Burleson.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Man at second. Popped up. Turner on his horse. And that'll do it. The Cards leave one, and now it's the Phillies' turn. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Philadelphia and getting to start, Eric Fetty. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And time now for the Phillies lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Trey Turner.
And Boog, he's the table setter for this offense. Team leader and on-base percentage. I mean, that just gives your teammates plenty of chances to cash in and bring them around to score. Man, I used to love when I had a guy out in second base or third base. Easy to get those RBIs. Game after game, you know a guy like this, what he's going to provide and the opportunities that other guys are going to get in the lineup.
Harper with some impressive production lately. That misses the zone. Now 1-2.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Ball, that's off the plate.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Ciani makes the grab for the second out.
Batting third, center fielder.
Here's Byron Buxton.
Buxton.
This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift.
0-2.
Hit in the air, right field. Ciani settles under this one, drops into the glove, and that ends the inning. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. Suarez back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Suarez ready to fire now. And a foul ball. Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. Some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Yohel Pozo stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Suarez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a four-seamer, a changeup, and occasionally uses a cutter. On the ground, out to short. Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing him down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Fouled off left side. Pages launched a homer in his most recent game. Right through there for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. St. Louis goes down. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Here's the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
And the
Off the
first
plate,
pitch
ball
misses for ball one. He was late there, strike one. Dave
1-1.
Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner
That's
a
a
little
ball.
bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all.
Pitch
That's a
misses
ball.
there, and that's ball three.
Three ball,
Singy, what kind
one
of
strike.
strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
As the game
That
has
is
moved
it.
along,
Second
we see
baseman.
more and more
Right there.
information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all four umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Bryson Stott stands in now and watches strike one. Check
That's a
swing,
ball.
no appeal. Runner at first with no outs here. Close,
That's ball
but
two.
called a ball. 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire's strike zone.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. To third. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early, stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
JT Real Muto
that's out.
steps in. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out. Now batting Max
Batting
Kepler.
seven.
Golden
Left
opportunity
fielder,
right here.
Max Kepler.
On the ground. And that chance handled. Throws to
Easy.
first in time. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Nick Castellanos at the plate
Batting
now.
eighth, Right fielder.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order.
Castellanos.
Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Castellanos matched a homer in his last game. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Next
Ball.
one misses, and the count 1-2.
One ball, two strike.
And there's a ball.
Inside, ball two.
2 outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. The next
3-2.
offering misses. 3-2 now. Weston Wilson next to bat for Philadelphia. That's a good at bat right there.
Ball
He was
four.
down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Batting
That's a
ninth,
tough one to
first
swallow right
baseman,
there if you're on the mound. You're
Weston
ahead in the count
Wilson.
0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
And now Weston Wilson. Check swing. He went. Strike one.
0-1.
Stop at third. Castellanos at first. 2 out of the inning. Pitch
I got a ball,
misses.
1 strike.
1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
One ball, two strike.
Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in game one of this 3-game set. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. In comes the run from third. And it's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
So the lineup flips over, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. Popped up, Pajes. He's got it, and that will end the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
coming
for the
off a
Cardinals,
series where the
second
pitching
baseman,
was
number 13.
outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That misses, and the count even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, caught him looking on that 4th pitch of the at-bat, and I have to think it had something to do with the sequence they threw at him. Kind of bounced back and forth between the outside and inside corners with the previous pitches, and that makes it really tough to cover the whole plate. Just couldn't get a swing off at that pitch on the inside.
Jose Fermin, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a bunt towards third. Grabs it barehanded over to first. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Singy, that was a close play, and it looks like they're considering challenging the safe call.
Really close, Boog.
This is the first challenge that we've had all season long. This is crazy. I'm a month and a half into the season. I've never had a challenge until now.
Now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Another look at it. Singer, are you seeing enough to change the call?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, it's close, but I think after looking at it a few times, we can see that this guy's probably out, and could be a good use of the challenge right here.
Looks like we've got an answer, and he's out. They took a chance with the challenge, and it paid off for him. Back to the top of the lineup, now batting Michael Ciani. Led off this game with a double. And first offering is fouled off. Two out, space is empty. And there's a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Bryce Harper. He swings and fouls one off. Harper with another scorching run of play lately. Well struck, right field. And out of here. A solo shot. It's 3-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. He's really dangerous with the bat in his hands right now.
A
good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And that one fouled off. Just missed.
That's inside.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
He caught it behind his back. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting.
On the mound, he's
Third
got to
baseman,
remember his
Alec
offense can
Bohm.
score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And now it's Alec Bohm. And he takes a strike. On the ground to the left, Fermin. To first,
He's out.
play is made, 2 out.
Now batting. Second baseman.
This is Bryson Stott. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And a foul ball. Out in the left center for a line drive base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting.
Here comes Real Muto.
Real Muto.
And first offering is fouled off. Runner on the go. Pitch misses.
Down.
Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick out. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. You're watching. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That one's in there. That's strike one.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Ground ball left side. Sends it across to first. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of
next
the
for
air.
the
Lets the
Cardinals,
defense work
third
behind him with
baseman,
another
Nolan
ground ball. Good
Arenado.
execution.
Nato comes in to take his cuts. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And they have their first hit since the first inning. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Alec Burleson. He's 0 for 1. And that one in there at the knees for a strike. 0-1. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Arenado leads off first with 1 away. Breaking ball misses down and away. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very
Now batting,
dangerous to
the
these
designated
hitters. 7
hitter,
punch-outs
Jordan
already.
Walker.
So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Boom. Throws on to first. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Left fielder, Max Kepler.
That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. Kepler in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he was born in Germany. Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
The right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Foul ball. Oh, 2 now. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
1 down, base is empty. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Cut out and miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Now batting.
And now for the
first
Phillies,
baseman,
Weston Wilson. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Donovan sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the
pitcher's duel so
Cardinals.
far.
Catcher,
Here's how the
number
starters
55.
are performed up to this point. Suarez back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Ripped on the ground to second. Stott over to first in time. And a quick out, number 1.
Now batting, first baseman, Pedro Paez.
And stepping in for the Cardinals, Pedro Paez. Struck out looking his first time. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Comebacker to the mound. And the first 2 set down in the top of the 5th.
Now batting, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Michael Hellman. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one misses. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And another ball.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2-2 on the way. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They trail it here 3-0.
Pitching for
Back
St.
now
Louis.
to start the bottom of the fifth.
Number
Taking over
62,
on the mound, Kyle
Kyle
Leahy.
Leahy.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Turner
That's outside.
in now. Takes ball one off the plate. That's
in.
inside.
Ball two.
Yeah, that's ball two.
That's ball three.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Three
It
balls,
might be time
one
to
strike.
choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. This to center field. Burleson makes the grab, one away.
Now batting, designated
So Harper
hitter,
stands in.
Bryce
He's already
Harper.
homered here in this one. And it's fouled away. One out, bases empty. Late swing, foul to the left. Line drive, Adam in center field.
Not fooled at all right there.
Up
He was
next
clearly
for the
all
Phillies,
over it, but
center
sometimes you hit it
fielder,
too hard and
Byron
right at
Buxton.
someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Two down, bases empty. Byron Buxton stands in for the Phillies. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Phillies down in order, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in
Leading off for
Philadelphia,
St.
top of the
Louis,
6th inning.
shortstop,
Now it's the
Jose
shortstop, Jose
Fermin.
Fermin. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Little chopper rolls foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing
Now
excellent
batting,
control
right
and
fielder,
command, not
Michael
walking opposing
Ciani.
batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Now here is Michael Ciani. That one missed.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Buxton sizing it up, but the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Well, I think the
Now
key, I
batting,
mean, if
left
he can get
fielder,
through
Brendan
one more
Donovan.
inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him looking. And that K brings him into double digits for the game. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cardinals nothing. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. And here comes Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Upstairs.
Counts 1-0.
That one at
Ball
95 2. Missed up top. 2 balls, no strikes. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
2 balls.
Well, they came right
one
at him
strike.
right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. He's 2 for 2. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And a superb diving catch.
You love to see when a
Now
guy's
batting,
hungry to make a
catcher,
play. Right there, an
Jay
excellent
T.
diving
Realmuto.
catch. You can absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's JT Realmuto. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Just
Ball
off the
inside.
inside edge.
Ball in.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
They just threw that
2
fastball
strikes.
by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
And base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 3rd inning. Max Kepler at the
Now
plate.
batting, left fielder, Max Kepler.
Ball 1, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit. Realmuto off of first with 2 away. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Fought off foul. Two outs. Look out!
Hey,
And it
that
hit
ball got
him.
him.
He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Oh, that stings right
Now
there. He
batting,
was just
right
one out
fielder,
away from going back to his seat in the
Castellanos.
dugout, but instead He's going to have to face another test. Hopefully he can forget about the one that got away. Boog, have you forgotten about the one that got away?
Line to left. Donovan pulls that one down, and that is that. Phillies. Welcome back as we take a look
Leading
at their
off for
upcoming
the
schedule.
Cardinals, third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And that one fouled off. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Drilled out towards left center field. Kepler should have this one. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. And now the center fielder, Alec Burleson. And first offering is fouled off.
One and one.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering upstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Walker, the next to hit, takes outside. Ground ball to first, could be two. Over to Turner for one, double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's the Phillies 3 and the Cardinals nothing. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Fernandez.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Weston Wilson.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Arenado to first in time. One up, one down. Trey Turner now.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
0 for 3 in this one. That clips the zone, and that is strike one.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Out to center. Burleson settles under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. He's already homered in this game. Just missed.
Outside.
Activity in the bullpen. John King getting ready to go. Liberator, the power lefty, up as well. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. On a line out towards center. Burleson makes the catch. That is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Back here in Philadelphia, we're at the top of the 8th, and now the catcher comes up to him. Yohel Pozo.
Number 55.
Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Suarez into his 8th inning of work singing. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
He's got it. 1 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Pajes batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Michael Hellman. 0 for 2 in this one. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Turner for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And first offering is fouled off. Hellman off of first with 2 away. That one finds a corner. That is strike 2.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
1-2 now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. The Cards lead 1. Still down 3-0. Bottom of the inning. And now Byron Buxton.
Phillies. Center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Fernandez back to work.
Ball 1.
Pitch misses. Ball 1.
You know, these Phils, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen
Ball.
8 line
Exit
drives
tag.
from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
2-0. This to third. Gets it to first. That takes care of Buxton. Now the third baseman,
Now
Alec
batting,
Bohm.
third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Fastball for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the
0-1's
pitcher
the
to
count.
come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first. Gets the out.
He's out.
2 down after the strikeout.
You know, Boog, you often think
Now
of sliders
batting,
more
second
for that
baseman,
horizontal movement, but
Bryson
most of the good
Stott.
ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
That one fouled off. Looked like it was a little bit up. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. All set for the start of the
Leading off
inning.
for St.
And
Louis,
here's the St. Louis
right fielder,
leadoff man, Michael Ciani. Curveball over for a called strike.
well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Tosses across to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
That's a huge
Now batting,
defensive play in the
left
late stages of the
fielder,
game.
Donovan.
It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Foul ball there. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Line drive. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty
Now,
well. I know it
third
didn't
baseman,
produce a hit,
Nolan
but he made
Arenado.
solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So it's their last chance in this one. Here's Nolan Arenado. First pitch just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Pop foul out of play off to the right. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And now the
That's the
count
ball.
is even. 1 strike away. Ground ball to Bohm. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, Boog,
Now
it can be
batting
tough to get a
center
good
fielder,
grip on the
Alec
baseball
Burleson.
when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
So 2 down, and next is the Cardinals 4-hitter, Alec Burleson. Just
Yep, that
missed.
ball went out.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice.
The other way, and that's a fair ball. Arenado makes the turn at second. The throw in, safely into second. He's got a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Ranger Suarez won't go any further. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Yohan Duran.
Should be a good first
Now
matchup for him
pitching
here.
for the
He's been doing a
Phillies.
great job against
Number
right-handed bats
59.
so far this season.
Yohan
They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And the batter now, Jordan Walker. That one at triple digits. Next pitch is outside. Up the middle. Trey Turner gloves it. Beats the throw, and the run scores.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw,
Now
but
batting number
very difficult
55.
to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Now it's going to be Yohel Pozo. And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw and save. Couldn't recover from the misplay. Pedro
Up next
Pajes
for
next
the
up for the Cardinals.
First baseman
Trying to
Pedro
deliver as the hero.
Pajes.
And that one fouled off.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
This could end it. Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a one-run ball game.
That looked like the pitcher was getting into a little trouble there, but quickly brought out a pitch that isn't what most hitters are looking for with that great velocity, but it was really good movement on the changeup and a nice win today.